Hello. Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a video for you guys. Couple of things. I wanted to tell you why I was selling LuLaRoe, and I want to give you an update. Yesterday was my 1 month LuLaRoe anniversary, which I'm really excited about. So 1 month since I have become a LuLaRoe consultant. So the reason that I started selling LuLaRoe was because I'm tired. Aren't we all, right? So I have two little girls. They are my little princesses. They are my world. And I am a nurse at night. I do maternal child nursing. And my husband is a firefighter paramedic. And he works 24-hour shifts at a time. And so that's hard. I have been praying for God to open a door for me to be able to stay at home with my girls since my oldest daughter was born 4 years ago. And while my husband and I have been extremely blessed in our careers, I'm tired. We are constantly passing the baton back and forth. He goes to work, and then he comes home, and I go to work. And then I come home, and he goes to work. And it's hard. And my oldest daughter is she's 4.5. She'll be 5 in January. And as she approaches 5, we've started thinking about school and kindergarten, and it's really been on our hearts to look more into homeschooling. And while I know a ton of amazing mamas who work outside the home and homeschool their kids, I just don't know if that will be the right choice for our family. And so I've really felt an even bigger push as we approach, she still has 1 more year in preschool, but as we approach her entering into kindergarten in the next couple of years, to find a way to be able to be at home. And so, sorry, I just got an email. So I have been praying about this for a long time, and I started to see LuLaRoe pop up in my Facebook, and I had never heard about LuLaRoe. I was added into, some groups that friends were hosting parties or whatever. And so I was added into some groups, and I was just like, what is this LuLaRoe stuff? What are they doing? I've never heard of this. What kind of direct sales is this, So I started to research it. And at first, I saw that big startup cost, and I was like, oh, no way am I doing that. And I just felt pushed more to kind of delve deeper into it and research it, and so I did. And I really couldn't find anything negative about it. If you have ever researched any other direct sales companies, you can find equally amazing and equally really terrible things about it. And I tried really hard, really hard, to find negative things about LuLaRoe, and I couldn't find anything. And so I presented it to my husband, and of course he was like, oh, heck no, we're not spending that amount of money. You've lost your mind, And like most husbands probably would, right? But my sponsor put on a video just like this and kind of gave her real numbers, what she had done in 1 week, and kind of just put that out there, made herself vulnerable. And I remember watching that and saying, okay, all right, I'm doing this. And I remember showing my husband, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna research this. If you want to do it, all right, I trust your judgment, whatever, like, do it. So I'm really excited to do this video for you guys. So I submitted my paperwork on April 4th, 2016, to become a consultant. And my name was entered into the queue, which is basically a waiting list. The wait was 8 to 12 weeks when I signed up. Grueling 11 weeks until I got my phone call, but worth it. And let me tell you, looking back, you need that time. You need that 11 week, 12-week time period, which now I think it's like a 6 to 8 week time period. They are rolling through and onboarding people, which is amazing. But you really need that time period. It helped me to learn about the company. It helped me learn about the company's culture and what they stood for, which makes LuLaRoe all the much better. I mean, this company is truly amazing. It was built and founded on just kind hearted, wholesome people, and I love that. And so I got my call to onboard on June 24th, and I, it was, I mean, it was wonderful. I anticipated that call like I anticipated the birth of my babies. You guys, it was the real deal. So I was so excited to get that call. So when you get the call to onboard, that's when you place your initial order for all of your inventory. All right, let me back up a little bit. I think I got ahead of myself. I have some notes over here. Let me tell you about what I did while I was waiting. I purchased all of my supplies because you will need, obviously, supplies for your business. So I got racks, I got hangers, I wanted to sell online, so I got shipping supplies like poly mailers and shipping labels and a postal scale, and I got a photography backdrop, and I purchased photography lighting because we are in our basement and there's no natural light at all. So I wanted to have good quality pictures for my shoppers to be able to look through and so on and so forth. So all in all, I spent about $600 in business supplies. So when I got the call to onboard, there's one package, and what it is you have the package and that's what you get, and you can choose to add on leggings or not. We did choose to add on leggings, so it gave us the one size leggings, the tall and curvy leggings, and all of the kids leggings. And so our total cost for inventory was, let's see, I have $6,488.05. And that gave us about 380 pieces. So a really good start to your inventory. I went on and placed an additional order because we wanted to add another style in that was not included in the package. And so I spent another $717.25 on 45 more pieces. So at the end of that day when I onboarded, we had spent a total of $7,200 on our inventory and had 435 pieces coming. So all of our inventory and our supplies, our total debt was about $7,800. I mean, that's a lot. And I don't blame you to kind of cringe at that number. I did too, and still kind of do. But it's worth it, guys. I took out a 0% interest credit card for 0% for like 18 months or something. Separate. I just took it out for this business, separate from our family's finances. So I do not want to mix the two. I do not want to jeopardize our family's expenses and finances with our business expenses until we're in the green. So that those two things are very separate. So after I onboarded, it takes about a week or so to actually get my inventory because it's shipped out from home office, which is in California. So once they ship it to me, it takes 7 days to get here. So I did not get my initial inventory until July 5th, which I was a little panicked over because we were leaving for the beach on July 9th for a week. But we got a shipping notification. We could tell when it was coming, so we went ahead and scheduled our in-home launch party for that Friday. So just in the 3 days that we got our inventory in before our launch party, just selling to friends and family, we had sold $764.50. Awesome. In 3 days just to family. So next we had our launch party, which we invited all of our friends and family and friends of friends, and basically like our shopping group that we had built basically with just local people at that point. we invited them to come into our home and shop for our launch party. And we had an amazing turnout. It far exceeded my expectations by tons. I mean, I can't even tell you how blessed and thankful we were for everyone that came out and shopped with us. And we ended up selling about $2,400 that night. So like I said, it was just remarkable. It far exceeded both of our expectations. We were thrilled. Um, we were on cloud nine, going to the beach the next morning. So um, then we were gone for an entire week at the beach, which I was a little panicked about, just because we had all this stuff. I'm like, oh goodness, like it's just in our basement and we're at the beach. But everyone needs a vacation, and I'm glad that we went. We came home, and we came home to new inventory because we replaced all of our inventory that we sold at our launch party, plus some. It is a goal of ours to have something for everyone and have, choices for everyone. So we upped our inventory to have about 10 pieces in each size and each style. And so we ordered more inventory while we were at the beach and just put back and reinvested that money basically. And so we came home to new inventory, and we frantically photographed everything because we wanted to online launch. And so we got home on Saturday and we online launched on that Tuesday. And that as well just far exceeded my expectations. I set a goal to sell 10 items. I really wanted to, my main goal was just to get my feet wet with shipping, packaging and shipping items. I've never done anything like that before, and I was really nervous, and so I set a goal for myself to sell 10 pieces just to get my feet wet. And 9 o'clock strikes, and that's when my sale starts, and my computer's just like ding, 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 and I was just paralyzed on the couch and crying because I was just so overwhelmed with joy that, it was going so well. And we ended up making $1,903.84 at our online launch party. So we are just thrilled with that. Our next event we had the following Friday is our first in-home pop-up, which was equally as amazing. We had 5 guests and a lovely hostess. We introduced some new LuLaRoe newbies, and we ended up making $720 at our first in-home launch party, where we took all of our inventory to someone else's house and set up. And so, just to recap, before I tell you this number, that's only 13 days. It was 2 weeks of actually being able to work as far as having parties or in whatever, as well as while we were working our full-time jobs and, going on about our lives. So 2 weeks of being able to sell, and then 3 events: our in-home launch party, our online launch, and then an in-home pop-up for a hostess. And we made a total of $5,862.14. Wow. That's amazing, you guys. And, I do want to be transparent and tell you, that did not go in our pockets. We chose to invest the majority of that back into our business. We believe that, the more inventory we have, the more we'll be able to sell. The more choices we have for women, the more they're going to buy. And so we pretty much reinvested all of that back into our business. And I have physically put $1,000 towards our debt. And so I'm still so thrilled with that. I mean, I don't know of any other business that you can invest in and make, a quarter of it back in the first month. I mean, that's crazy. And so also, just to remain transparent, so say we were in the green and we have paid off our investment, okay, and we have this $5,800 here. That does not all go back into our pocket. We are basically a self-employed business, and we have to save for taxes. And so 25% of that, we have a separate account that we pretend like it doesn't even exist, because come tax season, we're going to, need that. And so we save 25% for taxes. and then we have to reinvest back into our inventory. And so we would put over half that back into our inventory to replace and to grow or whatever. And so if we were in the green, we'd probably be looking at about $2,000 profit, which is still amazing for 3 events in 2 working weeks to profit $2,000. That's great. I don't know of any other company or business like that you can make that amount of money that quickly. And so we are really thrilled with our process so far, and it's only going to get better. We're so excited. I'm so thankful that I took that leap of faith, and I just prayed about it, and I trusted that this was God, opening the doors for us and what we've prayed for so long, and I'm so thankful. Um, so I do also want to say that I was a little hesitant to share our numbers, not that they're like astronomical, because there's, I'm sure, far more successful people than I am. But I think that it's very easy for us as women and as mothers to fall into that comparison trap. And I don't want that to happen. I think that if you work hard, you will be successful. And this is hard work. I mean, we have worked really hard to do what we've done, and it's not easy. It's fun. It's really really fun. We've really enjoyed it, but it's hard work. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not well, I'll just throw a couple of pictures up online and sell clothes. Like, it's real work, and it's really fun. And so I just, I hope that this is helpful. And if you're at all interested, or you have more questions, I just encourage you to please reach out to me and just take that leap of faith and reach out and get some more information. You can email me at LuLaRoe@gmail.com, and you can find me online. My shopping group is Shop LuLaRoe Paige Howell, and I would love to chat more with you about this amazing opportunity and just how it can change your life and your family's life. And I'm really excited. So we will update again soon, and I'm excited, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.